Making your way in the world today takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away? Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came. You wanna be where you can see our troubles are all the same. You wanna be where everybody knows your name. You wanna go where people know people are all the same. You wanna go where everybody knows your name.
Ooh. Grrr. I want to bite your finger.
I want to pump a lot.
Hello, everyone. It's the JP Halloweeno special.
Ow.
Oh, oh. What's that on your guitar, John? There's a face.
It's a spooky face.
Of course, it's been Halloween since March, so
Yeah.
you know, let's face it.
Same time next year, lads.
Do you get trick-or-treaters in your neighborhood, Jonathan?
Usually.
Do you get them? Do you reckon you'll
What
have
do you mean,
them
like, do I
tomorrow?
understand them?
Yeah, do you just not get them? Like, what are you
I don't
doing?
Yeah, we do.
in
I don't think we
bag
will this year. Well, I'll be telling them to go away.
Have you got sweets just in case?
No. Yeah, I have. Yeah.
You have. All right. Lovely. Do you not give them fruit and go, well, this is nature's candy?
No.
And then wake up to find you got no windows. No, fair enough.
No.
We don't get them because I live above shops, so in flats, so they can't get up here. It's brilliant.
Well, that's good.
So I can go, fuck off.
Yeah. There's someone in the feedback saying you look like Baby Adams.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. I don't mind that. Thank you, Diane.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I'm just having this for a bit. I might do Movember.
Have you purposely shaved out the middle bit, or is that just you can't grow there? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just wanted to get a sort of Terry Tom there. You absolute shower.
I was tempted when I saw on Instagram that you had just a moustache. I thought I could do that for Friday, and then I thought I can't be bothered to shave, so I didn't.
Oh, okay. That's fair enough. I have to shave after like two or 3 weeks just because of the agony of itching.
Yeah, I've got that at the moment, but
have to get rid of it. Yeah. So I thought maybe I might do Movember this year. I'm not sure.
Remember, please do Movember.
Gunpowder.
That was when
Dash.
Yes, that was when Guy Fawkes famously was found with a moustache under the Houses of Parliament.
That's right. Yeah, he was trying to grow a moustache.
He was raising money for spina bifida.
He was raising money for Spider-Man or Spina bifida. I'm not entirely sure which one. Oh dear, I'm afraid Spider-Man can't make it today because he's got spina bifida. Hello everyone. Thanks for being here on your Friday. I think we're about 10 days away from lockdown. Everyone.
Oh yeah, easily.
It's so on the cards, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think all of November will be locked down on the feeble pretext that they think at Christmas we're all going to be and that won't happen.
No, we're in for misery, aren't we? I mean, we might have. I mean, as I said on Twitter earlier, this might possibly, touching all the wood, be the last proper Friday of Trump.
No, that's not going to happen.
That's
not going to happen. Have you seen what, mind you, with Biden, have you seen what his son gets up to? All the sauce.
Yes, he was in the TV series Hunter. I loved that.
Yeah. Also, he fucks kids.
What?
Sorry, what?
What?
Yeah, apparently.
Do you remember Hunter?
No.
Oh.
I only knew Hunter as one of the gladiators. Gladiators are ready!
Hunter, the gladiator, is not Joe Biden's son, just so you know.
Joe Biden's son, ready!
I sure am, Prof.
So what was Hunter?
It was a TV series. Tim Coleman will be in the comments in a minute to explain.
But what was it? In a nutshell.
It was like a TJ Hooker type show with a cop and a lady cop.
Good.
And the cop was an ex-American football player who was now taking his turn at acting.
Right.
And he had a catchphrase. Tim, come on, pop in.
What was his catchphrase?
Can't remember. Tim will know.
I hate Puerto Rican.
Hunter Fred Dreyer, yeah. Real name, Tumble, detective. So what was his catchphrase, Tim? Tell me. Yes, we should say, as someone said a minute ago, R.I.P. Bibby Ball.
Yes, R.I.P. Little Bibby Ball.
I love Bibby Ball.
He has rocked off Tommy.
He hasn't done that. He's died. He hasn't done anything to Tommy.
No, he's rocked off, though, isn't he? He's been rocking on, now he's rocked off.
Yeah. Hunter was Dirty Harry for telly, and he had a catchphrase. Someone tell me what it was, please.
I told you. I hate Puerto Rican.
No, it was pickle my peanuts.
Was it?
No. There you go. It was works for me.
Oh, really? Was that it?
Yeah.
Works for me.
He'd point at some small children who were making trainers. He says, works for me, talking about his slave. And no,
his sweatshop side enterprise.
See, everyone's in there now. Works for me.
Works for me.
And Claire's voice, works for me, was Hunter's catchphrase.
But this isn't washable, and I've got to take the stains out of it.
Apparently, Claire's at work this evening, she said earlier. So
I know she said, so she must be with her golfing umbrella up.
She's there with a tin of pledge, polishing her glory hole.
I need to make sure that the rim of the glory hole doesn't have any splinters. We'll get complaints.
In many ways, her hotel's like one of those haunted houses. You know, in the old films, they'd get in their bedroom and go, "This is nice," and then the eye of the painting would open, and there'd be a
cock
peeping eye. But a cock will come out.
3 cocks. 2 out of the eye. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cocks.
7 cocks. Yeah, it looked like you've pushed a tin of hot dogs through it.
You've thrown a kilo of mince at a wall.
And we've arrived. Good.
And we've settled. So that's lovely. But anyway, we got a packed show, haven't we, Jonathan?
We have got. I mean, I haven't told Paul about this, but coming up soon, we've got some groundbreaking special effects.
Have we?
Yep.
What, like industrial light of magic?
Hell yeah.
That's good. Wow.
Yeah. What the fuck was that?
It's my Halloween trick. You ready?
Yeah.
I do it in my eyes.
Right, you're like TikTok from Return to Oz.
TikTok. I was wearing some. I don't know what. Who?
TikTok and Return. Oh, Jesus Christ! This is like me saying something and then you saying I don't know what that is.
It's me going. I don't remember much anymore, John.
Do
you know what? Now that I'm going to say this now because we're in good company. You know, Sir Major Tom, whatever he's called, Grand Control to Sir. I walked around fucking.
I would walk 500 miles for the PPE money. Yep.
Him.
Yeah.
All kudos to him. Well done. But there's all these fucking wannabes now. Every fucking time. I'm going to walk around the bins around Lidl 100 times with me bollocks there. Give me some money.
Well, I went to my local hospital and I offered to masturbate for 12 hours in their foyer, and they told me to go away.
Really? You got short shrift?
I did. Well, around by the bins.
Trying to do your bit to help.
I know, it's disgusting. Disgusting, I tell you. There's one rule. If I'd have been old, I should have put talcum powder in my hair. Well, I don't need to so much these days, but more talcum powder in there.
Yeah, sure. Talcum powder comes out.
All of that comes out, like the old Michael Foot spitting image puppet.
Yeah. Spike Milligan used to do it a lot as well.
He certainly did. I keep thinking Paul is wearing an Edwardian swimming costume.
Yes, well, I thought I'm nah.
He's not.
I thought I might go down to Eastbourne to take in the vapors. What?
Tim says you've got TikTok's moustache. Very true, you have.
Who's TikTok?
TikTok in Return to Oz is a robot. He's like a big.
Oh yes, no, I remember that.
He's like a football with a head,
Yeah, I remember that.
and he's made of metal, like all robots are.
Yeah, I prefer the robotic owl in
Clash of the Titans.
Clash of the Titans. Much more approachable.
You mean Bublo or Bulbo?
Dildo, the owl.
Yeah, Bulbo. He comes out every Christmas and sings.
Michael
the
Bublé, the
weather
owl.
outside is frightful.
Fucking awful.
But I've just fucked a motorcycle.
The exhaust pipe was very hot.
That's all I've got.
That's all I fucking got.
Paul Beatty says, doing a bit for charity. That's a disturbing picture, Paul. I've probably done 100 wanks. Where's my knighthood? Good point.
Well, yeah, exactly. And for services for wanking.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and Tim's. Oh, hang on. Tim's written in Scottish. Look, Boobo the owl.
Boobo the owl.
He was the owl in Clash of the Titans. Boobo.
Yeah, he was cool. I liked him. He was a dude.
There we go. Look, Katie says, me and Mr. Fantastic Mr. Ox have been to Dildo in Newfoundland.
Wow.
I mean,
was it nice?
Well, Mr. Ox was there, so probably not.
Oh, Jonathan, back in the knife drawer, Miss Sharp.
They turned up and she said, what should we do? Should we watch some telly? Should we go to the cinema? Should we go to the beach? If there's a beach. Should we copulate? And he's like,
should we have some of the smorgasbord?
And he's like, no, I'm going to go for a walk because that's all I fucking do. I walk, bloody walk. He's like, Major Tom. And this is ground control telling you to shut the fuck up.
Wow, there's a bee in John's bonnet tonight. It must be Halloween.
It's Halloween. I've turned into an angry man. No, I think Mr. Ox is lovely. Look, see, he's upset now. Sorry, Mr. Ox.
Oh, no, you've upset him. Good morning. I am here to celebrate Halloween.
Katie says there's fuck all to do in Dildo, ironically. Well, since we've got such a packed show.
Packed show, John, packed show.
And today is nearly Halloween.
What on earth happened maybe on this day, today, and in other days in the past?
Well, let's find out.
What happened on this day? What happened on this day?
Well, then. Paul, would you like to go first?
I'd love to, John. So on this day in 2003, the Oyster card is introduced to London. Now, up until that point, all travel in London was, of course, done on a sliding scale of sexual favours.
Of course, I remember it well.
The things you had to do to get to Cockfosters.
On this day, Paul, in 1925, in his workshop in London, Scotsman John Logie Baird achieved the transmission of the first television pictures using the head of the DJ Mike Reed.
Oh, yes. I remember studying that at school. Well, on this day in 1983, an Italian farmer makes the headlines in Rome when he cuts a tomato in half to reveal an exact image of Jesus's arsehole. The arsehole is toured around Italy, displayed in the Vatican, and finally consumed by John Paul, the Pope, in a light ragu.
Oh, lovely. I remember that. It was on all the newses.
It was on the newsies, wasn't it?
All of them. Even the Disney musical newsies. It was in that.
Disney News on Ice. Brilliant.
That's right. Paul, in 1960, English surgeon Michael Woodruff performed Britain's first successful kidney transplant. Sadly, the patient later died in a ballooning accident with his pet monkey Go-Go.
Very sad, very sad.
It's horrible.
And I still believe they've got a grave to that man, which is 200 foot up in the sky. It's still there.
That's right, yeah. They have to keep putting it back because it falls down every day.
Yeah, it's a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
Well, on this day in 1979, the ferocious dog trainer Barbara Woodhouse She confesses live on Pebble Mill at 1 that she is, in fact, 3 cats standing on top of each other under a raincoat. I remember that. I
I
remember
remember
that.
that. It was
Judy
shocking.
Spires was all around the gaff. She
She
didn't
didn't
know
know
what
where to put herself.
didn't.
Well, Paul, on this day in 1938,
Good
Orson
Lord.
Welles and members of his company start a mass panic with the CBS dramatic radio adaptation of Confessions of a Window Cleaner.
On this day in 1981, the Antiques Roadshow makes the BBC headlines when toy expert Rory Cameron is forced to appraise and value a member of the public's erection.
Wow.
I remember that. I remember going,
remember that.
I'm struggling to find the maker's mark.
Yeah, and he had to get him to turn on his head so he
He had
could
to
look
do a
at the...
handstand and he had to look at his balls.
Yeah. So, Paul, on this day in 1940, Cole Porter's infamous musical Spunky Tits premieres in New York City. Beautiful songs in that one.
Spunky tits, you've
You've
got
got
the fattest little
Spunky Tits.
I'd like to take those tits to the Ritz, but it's the Ritz, but you've got spunky tits.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Oh, is that it? Sorry.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, right, sorry, I was
It
expecting.
happened on this day.
Sorry, yeah, no, of course. I was expecting just a tiny bit of extra. Anyway, finally for me, on this day in 1939, Vera Lynn's Will May Again is released as a single. And the record, of course, sells thousands. The A-side, of course, being the famous song We'll Meet Again. But nobody really talks too much about the B-side, which is a jive version of Ration Book Bitch Slap. Ration Book Bitch Slap. Beautiful when Vera does that one.
Because she used to do it topless, didn't she?
She used to sing topless.
Yeah.
It used to help her with the acoustics, she used to say.
One was called Enola, the other one was called Gay. And finally, from me, in 1990, on this day, Britain and France complete the Channel under the English Channel, which, of course, is now known as the glory hole of Europe.
Well, you didn't ask for it, but you had it. That's what happened on this day.
What happened on this day? What happened on this day?
Yeah. Oh, I like that song.
Oh, who doesn't? My God, that should be our national anthem.
Should be. Someone earlier said that we should do a feature-length version, not feature-length, not an hour and a half, like a 3-minute version of it, which I'm happy to do for charity.
For charity?
Oh.
I'd love you to do that.
You'd write a whole verse.
Maybe one day you will.
Oh, yes.
So the background is Young Ones, isn't it?
Yes.
Lovely,
Yeah.
isn't it? There's
Yeah, it's not bad.
There's someone peeking in the door, I noticed when we were...
Yeah, some sort of stagehand, I think.
Yes, I was trying to think if it was a member of the cast, but it's not.
No one of any significance.
No one of consequence,
No.
Rodney.
He probably died and no one cared. Apologies if you're watching, by the way.
Yes, apologies if you're dead and you're watching.
Who died? We don't know when.
Who died whenever. Well, any comments said far? Anything that's broadcastable?
I remember Vera's duet with Cannibal Corpse.
Do you, Neil? Do you? You do.
Tim comes with a quote from Total Recall. Give these people air, Corhagen. Which I appreciate. In this
Get
dark
down
world,
now!
Hmm.
We covered Running Man, of course, didn't we? Beautiful
did.
film with
We
lovely old Mick Fleetwood acting his chops off.
You're just nothing but a bunch of pointy heads.
Pointy
Lot of
heads.
orc. Dwayne comes in with Vera's Wobblers.
Vera's Wobblers.
Have
Only
some-
available on KTEL.
Have some respect, Dwayne.
Hang on, you used to all this singing toothless.
I don't think I did. Edward says the moustache suits Paul. That mold. Are you in a mold?
I'm not sure if I'm in a mold.
You are a mold and you live in that hold?
I am a mole and I live in a hole. Ho, 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 ho. That's an old.
I tell you, this is a really boring fact. Not fact, anecdote, and no one will care about this but me.
Go on then.
But I remember we were sat down as a family watching The Great Escape.
Yeah.
When I was little, I was probably about 8 or 9.
Yeah.
And the bit where they all poke their heads out at the end.
Yeah.
To have a look. My brother just started saying, I am a mole and I live in this hole. And I couldn't stop laughing. And every time I watch that film now, it's all I think of. Not funny or interesting, but I had to say it because that's the kind of person I am.
That's the things that stick with you, those things, don't they, John?
Oh, aye.
Aye.
Katie says, R.I.P. my chin, who died in a pavement accident this week.
Well, that needs a lot of decluttering to find out what actually happened.
We might need some
all over and land on your chin. Oh, crikey! So you fell over and landed on your chin.
Oh dear.
Oh, see, if you were Jimmy Hill, you could have just and you would have just been like a tripod.
It's true. That's how he used to get along, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, he used to put a caster on his chin and then just run.
Or a little wheel.
You get out of the way.
That's Bruce Forsyth.
Yeah, but he used to say, get out of the way in Bruce Forsyth's voice.
I was going to say he was famous for doing a good Bruce Forsyth.
He's one of the best Bruce Forsyth impersonators.
Especially when orgasming.
I'm a Swansea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Katie said she had blood everywhere. Christ, what happened, Katie? Were you smoking the herb as you were walking along?
Smoking the herb.
Were you smoking the herb?
Yeah, just going to go down to Littlewoods and smoke the herb.
It's getting a bit racist now.
What? That was me doing my best.
Littlewoods?
Yeah.
They went years ago.
No, I'm just trying to equate the last time when I might have smoked the herb.
Oh,
probably is when Littlewoods was open.
I find it funny when people try and find a cool way of saying, smoking weed or something. When they say like pot or ganja. But my favorite is the herb.
The herb. Yeah.
I like people to say, "Are we smoking the herb?" When General Zod says, "Face me, Superman," he sounds like the spitting image impersonation of Douglas Hurd. You know who else does?
Douglas Hurd!
In Lord of the Rings, when they're talking about what they're going to do with the ring when they're at the elf place.
Yeah.
And Aragorn says, "You cannot wield it."
Wield it?
He sounds a bit like Douglas Hurd. Katie said she wishes she was smoking the herb.
But Margaret!
My late dad said, "You daft cunt," out loud when they slip up by speaking English in The Great Escape. That's why I also think when I see that scene, that is wonderful. I love little implanted memories like that only fly out at that exact moment.
All the best, Michael Winks.
Is Paul a middle-class white man?
No, he's a working-class white man.
He's a working-class white man. He's from Plymouth. They don't have middle class there. They don't get past the bridge.
We don't, mate.
A shout out to Amity, please. He's balls deep in writing his memoirs. Now, I know Paul, and I know that Amity is Paul's cat. So he's obviously a cat that's writing a book. It's good.
Good.
Well, you've got a cat called TARDIS. So you and Paul should compare notes about cool cat names.
Yeah.
Littlewood still exists online, so that means Paul did the herb today.
Yeah, Paul did the herb today. Paul would be fast asleep.
Did you do the herb via Tron? Did you go in your computer and do it with the website from Littlewoods?
Yeah, man.
I was going to say, wouldn't that be funny? But I think no, Seth Rogen would make that film.
Yes, yeah, no, that's already
people that go on a computer and smoke the herb
in Littlewoods.
Seth Rogen gets the screenplay and he goes, right, the film is blank space, smoke weed, green light.
Yes, well, yes.
When the pilot in Superman says "just fly," he looks like he's presenting an Emily. Yes, he is badly dubbed. He looks out because the Air Force One's been struck by lightning and the engine's missing. Superman flies in and picks up the plane wing, and one pilot goes, "What happened?" And the guy turns around and goes, "Fly. Don't ask, just fly," in a voice that sounds like it doesn't resonate from his headpiece.
There's an amazing bit in Batman and Robin where is it Michael Gough who plays Alfred the Butler?
Yeah.
He's trying to explain to, is it Elisa Silverson, who's Batgirl? Oh, fuck's sake. There's a bit where he's supposed to, he ends it by saying yes, but he's supposed to be imparting advice because he's got some horrible disease that might kill him, but that's all tied in with Mr. Freeze and all that. But anyway, there's a bit where he turns to Elisa Silverson giving advice, and he's in bed, and it's something like, and so you're going to go on to greater things, yes. But for some reason, the yes is either dubbed over because for some inexplicable reason he becomes Swiss right at the end. So he just goes yes, and it's fucking amazing.
I'll need to watch that film again. I promised I would never do that.
Never do that.
This is true. I also do this. I now say out loud the cyborg whenever I hear someone say sideboard. Thanks to Shaw McAuliffe's Spaffington Mints sketch. Have you seen that? Spaffington Mints?
I have.
Put it over there on the sideboard. The cyborg. You know what? Because we've got a packed show this evening.
We need to summon.
We might need to summon someone from up high.
Yeah. I'll see what I can do.
Okay.
All right.
Let's have a think.
I am a hood.
And appearing tonight on Peter Jones, Faith Brown, Bobby Nutt, Judy Cornwall, Windsor Davies, June Whitfield, and here's your host on Terry Wogan.
There will never be a better face than Windsor Davis in that clip.
You still can't get over Windsor Davis. What a pro.
Oh.
What you lovely boys. Anyway, avast thee, mine hearties. 'Tis old Tell who's come down. You know from where, that's right. Cloud open brackets, close brackets 9. Now, I'm inhabiting the body of this squalid Victorian urchin while I talk to you for a while for a quick game of the old super match. Now listen, old Tell, he cannot tarry too long. Oh, no. For he is planning a Halloween party with none other than the Northern Steam Engine enthusiast, Fred Dibner. Oh, Fred loves a bit of Halloween. Good Lord. And he wants me to help him set up the old apple bobbing apparatus. So old Tell's got to get on with that. I tell you what, we tried it out this morning, old Fred and I, and imagine old Mrs. W's surprise when she came down in the morning into the basement to find yours truly on all fours with a mouthful of Fred's Cox's pippins. Anyway, we've got to do the show today, have we not? It's super match time, folks. And I tell you what, it's Halloween themed. Halloween themed, this one. So I'll show you what it is. Let's reveal the legend. Thank you, Eugene. The legend is Witches blank. Witches blank. Now, the first person to type in, I don't know what they need to type in. I just screwed up me bloody intro. And let me unfurl said words. That's right. The first person to type in Wogan's Wooden Worm, that's Wogan's Wooden Worm, gets to play. Now, while the contestants are all fighting, clamoring to play the old super match, we need someone, of course, to help us. And I am joined by none other than American iconoclast and crazy old mothball, John Belushi. Hi, John.
Hi, Terry.
American John Belushi there. Are you taking a rather wry look at the old English accent?
Hi, Terry.
Right. Lord,
I'm John Belushi.
There we go. That's the John I love. He's always playing tricks, aren't you, John, up in heaven? You're still a mischievous little scamp.
Oh, yes.
I remember the other day, oh, yes, when you were pretending to be the Churchill dog. I remember that. But I remember the other day when old Sister Wendy was pruning her begonias, and you had a little trick up your sleeve. And what you did is you ran over and you lamped her.
I popped a paper bag and then I hit her.
That's right. Wonderful stuff. Well, Claire Monty, as I live and breathe. Now, I believe Claire, she's up in the old Highlands working in a hotel of ill repute. How many stars in that hotel? I'll tell you, just the one star. They are. Anyway, Claire Monty, You are playing Supermatch. It's Witches Blank. Have a little think, but we're here to help. John, what say you? Witches Blank.
Well, Terry, as you know, I died of a speedball
You
overdose,
certainly did, yes.
which many people would call a brew. So I'm going to go with Witch's Brew.
Witches Brew.
Hang
Lovely
on.
stuff
Hang
there.
on. A zip. A zip.
Lovely stuff. You still got it there, John. Lovely stuff. Witch's Brew. And Old Tal's going to go for Witch's Cat because they always have a familiar, don't they? Claire, however, is opted for Witch's Sleeve. Well, Claire, maybe the Halloween ghosts and goblins might give you a little bit of luck tonight. Let's find out what the third most popular answer for 50 blanks. It was, of course, Witch's Holiday. Witch's Holiday there. When all the witches like Haggerty and the worst witch and that witch from Meg and Mog. Was she
Meg.
Meg? That's Meg, isn't it?
Mog was the cat.
Mog was the cat. I'm glad you know all about Meg and Mog, John Belushi.
I'm a big fan of reading about them in
Huge fan of Meg and the Mog. Now listen, Claire. Oh, he's done it again. Wonderful stuff. Now, Claire Monty, not quite there. Sleeve. 50 blanks, of course, was Holiday. Let's find out what 100 blanks is. You never know. You might be lucky. You're not lucky. It's Witch's Car Park. Witch's Car Park. You know, where the witches go to park their brooms, I suppose, when they all go to the shops to get toads' arseholes and bats' bollocks or whatever they use in all their potions.
Sure.
Lovely stuff, John. Now, we're all waiting with bated breath here, aren't we, on the OJV special, because we're at the 150 blank mark. Claire, she's sticking with her sleeve. And let's find out what the most popular answer was. We asked the studio audience before the show, or I did a quick whip round up in heaven. And the most popular answer, of course, and we're so close to what you said, John, which is brewery.
Wow. Do I win some cocaine?
No. You know, we don't do the old Charlie White powder up on Cloud 9, John. You have to stick with snorting cumulus nimbus clouds.
I really miss cocaine, Terry.
Yes, I know you do. You say that every day, shouting it from your bedroom window.
I do.
Yeah. Well, maybe, John, you might have found yourself in the wrong place. Maybe you should have gone downstairs. I think you might have had a bit more fun.
Does Belushi know how to spell his best friend's surname properly? It's Akaroid.
It's that sort of give and take that keeps this show sparkling. But Tell's got to go now. Apple bobbing, Fred Dimner. Sorry about that, Claire. But Tell will be back. Lots of Halloween things to do. Until then, Avanti!
And appearing tonight on Peter Jones, Faith Brown, Bobby Nutt, Judy Cornwall, Windsor Davies, June Whitfield, and here's your host Terry Wogan.
Who the fuck is Bobby Nutt?
Who cares?
Bobby Nutt.
I wonder if his trick was that he just cough up a nut every week.
And go, really buy it, cashew.
Yeah. Through his penis. Will Belushi get close to Paul's artwork this evening? Well, let's find out later.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe the old spirits and ghouls might help us this time.
I think we've got a good chance this evening because, as you say, it's the witching hour.
Well, tomorrow.
It's the witching time.
Yeah.
So spirits are high.
Yeah.
Much like John Belushi
was.
Did
I'm trying to think, John Belushi films where I went, God, that guy's really funny.
Blues Brothers,
sort of.
Animal House is good.
No, I can't. Can't stand him in Animal House.
Yeah, he's not the best. He's not the best thing in it.
No, I think he was good in Saturday Night Live, but I think his canon of work.
He made some appalling films and then died. That's what happened.
John Candy also made some appalling films and died.
But he also made some good films.
But he also made some really good ones. Yeah, that's the point. He made some.
That's
good
the thing
ones.
Belushi didn't do.
He just made shittens.
Well, he made Blues Brothers, but that's about it.
and that's your lot.
Yeah. Little French onions.
Excuse me.
Little French onions.
Was that your nickname at school?
No, that's Charlotte. Hey.
Oh, hey.
Still got it.
Oh, he's firing it all pistons tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up here in the cabaret bar for the comedy stylings of Mr. Jonathan Rain. It always rains when it pours. I'll let you do it, John.
Go on, do your Parkinson.
Fiddly dee dee dee, fiddly dee dee dee, diddly dee dee dee, fiddly dee. No, not yet. Fiddly dee dee dee. I do my own thing. Feet dee dee diddly dee. Hang on. Feet dee dee diddly dee. Good evening. I'm here tonight with Billy Connolly. Billy, how you doing?
Very good.
Feet dee dee diddly dee. We got to move on.
Good. Well, the comments are saying there's an low blankety blank special online. Guess who is at middle, bottom, and bottom left? I'd like to guess.
Well, middle bottom has to be Bostrom, surely.
Yeah. Well, it depends the year. He might not have been in it yet.
Oh, okay. Hang on.
He wasn't in it immediately.
Bottom left is obviously Yvette.
Obviously.
Has to be Yvette. So
middle bottom, I would say, is either.
It's not
Bostrom.
K.
It won't
be
K.
K's top left, top right.
Top left, top right.
Yeah.
It could be Herr Flick.
But is he a Joker?
Not really.
Yeah.
Who is the Joker though? Bostrom's not the Joker, is he?
Kind of him. Maybe Guy Signer, maybe.
Maybe, but he only had one catchphrase, didn't he?
Yeah. I'd like to wank up a tank. Yeah.
I'd like to suck your penis, Renee.
I'd like to touch your balls and cock and nipples.
Tim, you'll have to put us out of our misery. I'd like to know. I think we're right apart from bottom middle. I'd be interested to know who's bottom middle.
I would have personally, shoved Bostrom down there because all of his answers, if the answer was like ladder, then Bostrom could go lidder. Hilarious applause.
I have written with my here we go. Middle bottom, Renee. Bottom left of it. So we were right, but they put Renee middle bottom.
Gordon Kay. I would have had him. Personally, top left, I would have had him.
I've heard some stories about... No, I won't.
Yeah, so have I.
Our mutual friend told us a story about that, didn't she?
Yeah, oh my word, there's some lovely stuff about Gordon Kay, but we cannot say.
We can't say, but abs fucking wonderful.
Beautiful.
Yeah, middle bottom should have been the Fallen Madonna with the big boobies because that got the most laughs throughout the years.
By Van Klump.
That should have been well, yeah. Oh yeah, well, he's a better shout, Kenneth Connor, but he was probably not there then. He was probably quite a late addition
with his Dickie Ticker.
He was when they killed off Renee, but brought him back as his own identical twin because he was in too much trouble.
Yes.
Oh God, I loved the Lower. You know what? About 5 or 6 years ago, I bought the Highly High box set and watched the whole lot.
Right.
And I'd love to do that with the Lower, even though I don't think I could do it now. But God,
it is on every day on UK TV drama for some reason.
Is it?
Drama.
What?
Yeah, it's like every night.
Isn't it?
Every night there's 2 episodes of a Lower on.
That's a dig. That's saying not even funny, mate.
Drama. No,
drama.
Low was the closest we ever got to a Carry On film.
Yeah.
Constant innuendo and silly, catchphrase based, whatever. It was the closest thing to a Carry On film, and that ran for 9-10 series.
It ran longer than the Second World War. Yes.
Yeah, I loved the Low. I loved the old lady. He did.
What was great about it? It was great about it is that they constantly would replace people who were funny and who would leave, like Sam Kelly with his clop.
Yeah.
They replace him, but when it started running out of steam was when they were replacing really good characters with lookalikes who weren't very good.
Yeah, so when
Leclerc left.
Leclerc.
Oh yeah, Leclerc died.
He may have died. Yeah, so they just got another old man to play him, didn't they? Who would constantly look at the camera going.
And when it started to go wrong is where Herr Flick left. They replaced him with someone who looked nothing like him and wasn't very good. the postman from Keeping Up Appearances. And then what a mistake and a maker left, and they replaced him with someone.
Oh, that was awful with fucking him from Robert Benini Bedenti Bedondo from Life is Beautiful. He won an Oscar.
He wasn't in Hello.
Yeah, but it's that man basically. No. I remember when he got the Oscar for Life is Beautiful, he walked across the chairs because he was
Went across the seats.
And everyone was like,
didn't they do the same with the cast? Where they did. They constantly replaced the cast of Bread.
Yeah, but Bread was never good.
No. It was all right. Paul McCartney was in it.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
I hated Bread.
Gotta get up. Gotta get up.
Hated the theme.
Grab the rope by the throat and shout.
Bang it, sell it.
This deal's getting out. That was when Sil did it, of course.
Yeah. Little Pudley and Sil.
We have got a packed show this evening, Paul. So what I want to do is, actually, what we'll do first is we'll visit Roald Dahl's house.
Oh, shall we?
Yeah, because it's Halloween after all, so it's about time we gave people some. Oh, I always forget it's really short.
Yeah, it's very short. So remember, folks, this is Halloween. So these are going to be extra. Ooh.
Oh.
John, why don't you kick us off?
Okay. Well, if you haven't watched us before, these are stories that we found at Roald Dahl's house.
They were
never published.
They were in a file that was matted with cum.
And blood.
Yeah.
Okay, this first one's called Electric Doomaloo.
Doomaloo?
Yeah. Bobby Breakdance was the best breakdancer in all of Kent. But one day he had a terrible scooter accident, and doctors told him he'd never be able to do the caterpillar again. But one day, after accidentally drinking toxic waste, he found that his body healed quickly than ever before. And not only that, he was also better at breakdancing than he ever was. That is until the regional final, where instead of doing a headspin, he accidentally drilled a hole into the Earth's core and got fucked to death by a dinosaur.
A cautionary tale there. Cautionary tale.
Yeah.
Well, my first missive is called Rock Hard.
Yeah.
Randy Rambler. Nigel Vodafone.
I thought that was his name was Randy Rambler. Okay.
No, Randy Rambler, Nigel Vodafone knocks one out when he's by himself on a ley line. And 9 months later, on the summer solstice, crowds gathered at Stonehenge are shocked to see 2 extra boulders in stone nappies and a screaming bag of gravel that was probably premature. Just as it cut to the sting, all I heard was you go.
That's screaming. I've steamed up.
You see, we mask our terror with laughter because that's the only way, people. It's the only way.
It's the only way I can cope.
It's the only way to laugh through it.
This one's called The Jungle Crook. Top scientist Jenny Poncho had been missing in the Amazonian jungle for 7 days. Now, a rescue team were about to give up on their mission when they saw some smoke coming from the trees. And to their horror, they found her living in the trees with Keith Chegwin, who had made her play Naked Jungle non-stop and stolen all her jokes.
Which is what he would do.
That's what he would do.
What he would do.
Okay,
well, this second story is called Not normal. Skeptic and paranormal debunker Noel House Party has spent years traveling the world exposing charlatans and proving that the unexplained is nothing more than lies and deceit. Imagine his surprise on Friday the 13th when he's abducted by a UFO being driven by the ghost of the Loch Ness Monster who inserts the entire Bermuda Triangle up his ass.
That's always too short.
Imagine his surprise.
I mean, that's terrifying.
Terrifying.
This one's called Signed, Sealed, and Delivered, as in removing your liver. Delivery man Debenham's concubine was on his last...
Debenham's concubine.
Yep. He was on his last...
my name with this moustache.
Should be.
Debenham's concubine.
With my reputation. He was on his last round for that day. The old hill up on the old house up on the hill. The old hill up on the house. He knocked on the door and there was no answer. So he went to leave the package on the doorstep, but he noticed it sounded like something was alive inside. So, worried for the welfare of the living thing inside the box, he opened it and found something that he would never, ever forget. 14 bank robbers in a car.
Fucking car. This one is called A, B, C Scream. Single mother Tracy Argos is given a children's ABC book by a mysterious stranger in a pop-up library in a graveyard. The next night, as she passes her son's room, she is horrified to hear the son reading from the book. A is for arson, B is for blood, C is for the corpse crawling through the mud. She begs for her son to stop, but now his eyes have turned all milky white, and he's floating and reading from the book, and he continues, R is for ripping, S is for screams, T is for the smiley man who lives in my dreams. Tracy runs to her bedroom and locks the door. No more, she cries. No more, I beg you. And she hides under the duvet. No more. But her son is now outside the door, screaming his way through the rest of the alphabet until finally he reaches Z. Z is for the sleeping man, now awake in your bed.
I mean, that's genuinely quite creepy.
Yeah. I did say to you today, I think I've accidentally written a creepy one.
Yeah, I think you have.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm doing that with Disney on Ice.
Oh, lovely.
Here comes the pops in the mud, kids. Skatey, skatey, skate.
This one's called A Bite Before Sleep. Harry Handles woke up with an itch on his neck. He thought nothing of it until he was shaving and noticed 2 puncture marks there. What could have done that? A bat? A cat? A vampire? The next day, there were more. So he decided to set up a secret night vision camera before he went to sleep. He woke up. He woke up the next day to find more marks, 2 puncture marks. So he watched the video back, and to his horror, he found that every night he was being visited by a stapler.
Counterstapula.
Exactly.
Wow.
Because usually he's stationary.
Yes, that's right. Well, this next one is called Pillow Nutcase. Doi? Penny pinching miser Clive Noyes tells his children that the tooth fairy is made up rubbish and any teeth they put under the pillows will just be put in the bin.
Oh.
Well, that night he goes to bed, ignoring the faint little tippy-tappy footsteps coming from the attic. Surely nothing to worry about, not on this night. The next morning he awakes, but he's soaking wet and he's covered in leaves and squirrel shit. Was it the storm or was it the noise upstairs? I mean, Clive knows that the tooth fairy isn't real, but what about the roof fairy?
That was scary.
Yeah.
Okay, this one's called Feeling Sheepish. Housewife Joan the News at 10 had never lied to a policeman before. But PC Marmalade mustn't know that her husband Trevor is wrapped in a blanket in the cellar, dead. So, thinking fast, she beats herself over the head with PC Marmalade, cooks them both in a stew, feeds them both to a lamb, then beats himself to death with Joan's husband. And the lamb does this, making it look like he did it all, the husband, that is.
Oh, God. Coming up on ITV, tough, uncompromising cop, Marmalade. Okay, what's been going on in here then?
He's here to preserve your rights.
Oh, nice. Lovely.
Great.
Well, my last one is called Harrow Cards.
What? But
Karen 1996 UK Fisheries Act is persuaded. Karen 1996 UK Fisheries Act is persuaded to visit a local psychic by her best friend, Helen Nitrogen. Against her better judgment, she attends the reading, and the psychic is called Renee Toothkind, who tells her that she will meet a tall, dark, handsome stranger. Karen dismisses it all as a load of old bollocks and accuses the psychic of lying and leaves without paying. The very next day, Karen does meet someone. Is it a tall, dark, handsome stranger? No, it's a short, albino, ugly strangler.
make sure you dispose of that carefully.
Yes, these need to be taken to church.
Oh.
Well, they were very scary, weren't they?
They were very scary, but I forgot to do something.
What's that?
This.
What? You've gone silent, and I can't hear anything.
I wanted to play the end titles, but I forgot.
Oh, man. You got a golden gun spinning around and some cards.
I made them special as well, but I forgot.
Oh, you plonker.
But we're coming up to the top of the hour. So, Paul, I wanted to... Well, shall I try my new game?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Well, everybody who likes the game, Who the Fuck Is That? I'm giving it a week off. Just because it's quite hard. You've got all 1996 internet again.
Have I?
Yes.
Do I need to come out and come back in?
You come out and go back in. I'll explain to the
All
ladies
right.
and gentlemen what's happening.
All right.
Hi. Yeah, well, who the fuck is that? We're having a rest from that this week just because you can only look at so many lookalikes and they all start to look the same and I worry I was going to run out. So I'm going to do a new game this week. Now, it's a fun game, I think, and it's interactive as usual, so you can all play along. You're back!
Hello.
Now, is anyone familiar? Hands up who's familiar with the old game show called What's My Line? Anyway, so what's going to happen is we're going to do a sort of verbal representation of What's My Line. And it's a horror-themed edition this week, okay?
Ooh.
So I'm going to describe to you a classic horror monster, and you have to guess who it is, okay? You with me?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, so let's give it a whirl.
That's amazing.
What's My Line? Right.
That's brilliant. Literally, the title sequence is "Working Class Fuckers, watch them work all fucking day. Working
What a
class
bunch of
guns,
guns.
silly fucking bastards, toiling away."
Okay, so here we go. Here's the first one, and this is maybe we'll do it like who the fuck is that? I'll ask you one and then our friends one.
All right.
Okay, so Paul, first one.
Yes.
You have to guess who this classic horror monster is, okay?
Right. Count Dracula.
Unemployed snooker player who sleeps all day.
Count Dracula.
Yes, correct. Well done. Okay.
Ray Reardon.
Well, Ray Reardon, yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, the comments. Hairy shagger who eats deer and sleeps in the nud.
George Best.
George Best. This is probably not going to work, but I just thought it was better. Well, I thought I'd change it up for Halloween.
Yeah.
I'm having a crisis of confidence now.
No, don't, John. Don't, John.
So, hairy shagger who eats deer and sleeps in the nude. Here we go. Tim Coleman has got it. It's the Wolfman.
The Wolfman, of course.
So, Paul, for you,
Yes.
flappy swimmer who likes perving on underwater women.
Flappy
Swimmer who likes perving over underwater women.
Oh. Is it the creature from the Black Lagoon?
It is.
Ooh.
Right, the comments. Our friends, I should say. You can see through this person, and they often have bandages.
Hmm.
Who's that?
Peter Sallis.
You can see through this person, and they often have bandages. I know this isn't like What's My Line before you say it. Invisible Man, says Lucy. No, the answer is Jordan. Right, Paul, for you.
Yes, sir.
Monstrous creation who doesn't understand why he's alive.
Frankenstein.
No, it's Noel Edmonds.
Oh, sorry. Monster. Frankenstein's monster.
Right. Okay, this one's for the comments. Crinkly Bottom's most terrifying creation. Oh, no, sorry. I've read that wrong. Crinkly Bottom's most dangerous man. I'll go with creation, actually. All right, I'll let you into a secret. I wrote these like literally the last minute.
No.
Yeah.
Say it isn't so.
Crinkly Bottom's most dangerous creation.
John Chalice.
No, it's not Noel Edmonds. We've had him. Or at least some of us have. Blobby. Can you condense Blobby a little bit, Simon?
Blobby.
No, not like that.
Oh, I see. Why?
It's not Tommy Anus, whoever that is.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's Tommy Anus here live in the Colchester running buffet dinner, drink, and dance.
I'll give you a clue. It was a film. Ah, Martin's got it.
Someone's got it. Yes,
The Blob.
it's the Blob.
Okay, Paul.
Hello, Blob.
Woman built for monster to have sex with.
I say, woman built from monsters to have sex with, eh? Is it Bride of Frankenstein?
No, it's Jordan again. Sorry about
Oh,
that.
right. Sorry. Yeah. I should have.
Everybody in the comments. Giant ape who wants to put women up his cock.
Oh, I hate my cock.
Oh, I hate that duck. It's not cuddles, before you say.
Cuddles.
Was anyone going to get this one? A giant ape? Yes, of course. Of course, everybody. It's King Kong.
King Kong, isn't it? It's King Kong.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think we can all agree that much like a Challenger space mission, that was something that took off and didn't get where it was going.
Working class scum.
Well, Paul,
Putting in the day's work, going home to mum.
Paul,
Working
I've got.
class scum.
I think it's time of the evening that I bring something to your attention that you might not have known about. It's
What?
It's going to be quite personal and quite difficult for you.
Oh.
But I don't know if you've heard that it's now possible to use holograms to bring loved ones back to life for one last time.
Yes, I've heard that this has been happening quite recently.
Well, I saw Kim Kardashian's video where she lovingly brought David Schwimmer to life for and I thought that it would be really nice because I know that in your life you've not strayed away from tragedy.
No. Are you going to summon up all the little chess pieces in Star Wars?
No, it's a bit more different than that.
No. Oh.
I don't know if you remember, but in 1989, your best friend Graham.
Oh no, John, that's very sad. Graham passed away.
Your best friend Graham died in a water skiing accident. And
the problem is that he didn't put the water ski in the water, and that's what.
You once told me you were very sad because you never got to say goodbye to him.
Well, no, he went into a dry stone wall at 40 miles an hour. It was very upsetting at the time.
But you never got to say goodbye to him, did you?
No, I didn't, John. But I mean, don't mess around with things you don't understand here, John.
Well, I've got some good news for you, Paul.
What?
I've been in touch with the same people that Kim Kardashian used.
What, Acme?
Yeah. And I'm able to bring you to this evening. You can have a conversation with Graham.
Graham?
Now I'm going to dip out. No one will be able to see us, but we'll be able to see Graham, and he's going to be here. Do you think you're ready? I mean, do you want me to do this? I can not do this.
Listen, I'm fine for you to. I'm a bit nervous about. There's so much I haven't talked to Graham. You've got to be aware with Graham, everyone, that he does have a really bad lisp, and of course he's Chinese, so that's.
Yes, but he speaks with a normal accent, we should add.
No, don't recall him ever doing that, John.
Well, the technology, I'm afraid, doesn't do Chinese accents, so he's going to speak with a normal accent.
But he's
Paul,
still got that terrible lisp, though, I presume.
I will see. Paul Litchfield, say hello to Graham.
Holy shit. Oh, my God, it looks just like him.
Hello, Paul. It's me, Graham.
Oh my God, Graham, how are you?
I just wanted to tell you that I'm very proud of you. I've been watching your career. from heaven,
You poor man.
and I'm very, very proud of you. When I was in heaven, and they showed me you on the screen with Nicholas Lyndhurst, I wanted to cry.
Oh, Graham. Oh,
I was, I was- sorry,
right.
I'm very emotional.
I can tell.
I was very, very proud of you, and I just wanted to say that you are doing very well, and you are very lucky because you are working with a super genius, super genius by the name of John Rain.
Yes. Sorry, I thought you meant Tom Neenan, who I do a podcast with.
He's all right. I just
Right.
wanted you to know that although you put on the water skis I was wearing on that day,
I did, yes.
I don't hold a grudge,
Good.
and
I'm very glad to hear that, Graham.
I miss you.
Oh, I miss you too, Graham. I miss all the fun we used to have in the local park, drinking cider and screaming.
I remember the screams.
I remember the screams when you hit that wall.
That was my last scream.
It was, Graham. I mean, you really you hit that wall like a bag of wet cats. It was
Oh,
that whack. I still remember that whack, and then that was it. You were gone.
I was gone.
So, are you in heaven now, Graham?
I'm in heaven.
Have you met Terry Wogan?
I saw him taking the boat earlier.
The boat?
Yes,
Where was he going?
it's Graham.
I know it's you, Graham. You look just the same. You always used to wear that all-in-one blue suit.
I know. I just wanted to tell you that I'm very proud of you.
Oh, that's so nice of you, Graham. At the moment, it looks like you're surrounded by binary
Love.
numbers.
It's love.
That's love, is it?
It's love.
000111.
That's love.
That's love, is it, Graham?
It's Graham.
Wow. Yes, I know it's Graham.
Do you know the thing I'm most proud about?
What's that, Graham?
I saw you on telly.
Did you?
Yeah,
Right.
it's Graham.
Graham, this is very emotional, Graham.
I'm
Um,
emotional too, Paul.
Are you?
Yeah.
Do you look down at any other members of your family, like your little brother,
What was his name?
Xylophone?
Oh, I love Xylophone.
He was adopted, wasn't he?
He was. Yeah, he was.
I don't know what Xylophone does anymore. Do you still look over him?
Yes, he works for DHL.
Right. Oh well,
Yeah.
I hope he's happy.
He's very happy, and you know what?
What, Graham?
He's very proud of you. It's Graham. Do you remember? Do you remember when I was water skiing?
I do. Yes. Yes.
Do you remember I waved at you?
Yes. That's the last thing you did.
I shouldn't have done that.
No, you should have. No, you shouldn't have done that, Graham. You should have. Again, when I put you on the skis, I was showing you how the setup was. I wasn't expecting you to start because it's very crucial that the water skis go in water, Graham, and you were on dry land, weren't you?
It's Graham. The worst, the best thing about being in heaven
What's that?
is that I know that one day you'll be here too.
Oh, right. That's lovely to hear, Graham. Hopefully not too soon, eh?
No, not too soon.
No. You don't
Graham.
know the you don't know the exact date or anything, do you? Weird.
No.
Well, that's good.
I should probably go soon.
Right. What have you got to do now, Graham?
I'm appearing in a Greg's.
Right. What, like a ghost?
No, I'm opening a branch of Greg's.
What, as a spirit?
Yes,
As a holographic spirit?
it's Graham. Anyway, Paul, I'm fading now. I just wanted to say I'm very proud of you.
Oh, Graham, oh, Graham, I miss you so
All
much.
I've got to go.
Oh, Graham, oh, John,
That was beautiful.
did you see that?
I did. I saw the whole thing. I was
Oh
crying.
my God, that was Graham.
Graham.
Oh gosh, I haven't thought about Graham in years.
No, I know. I didn't want to put you through that, but I thought maybe it would be cathartic for you.
No, it really is. It's really like I feel like my chakras have been realigned.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
That was amazing. The technology.
It's just unbelievable, isn't it? I mean,
Technology.
it cost a fortune. I
It
did a
must
secret Kickstarter.
Upwards of £1 million
It was £1.6 million to get Graham here this evening.
to get Graham down like that. Now he's off to Greg's to open up a Greg's.
He's doing a Greg's. Yeah, he's.
Do you know, I'm very sad. I never asked him which branch it was. That I could have maybe tried to meet him.
Nuneaton.
Oh right, thanks. Right, you have a devil of a job opening that one, Graham, because it's 10:10, so they're probably closed. But you know, I don't want to.
Very good point.
Yeah, I don't want to interfere with whatever Graham. Maybe time operates different for Graham now.
I think it probably does.
Yeah. Gosh. Wow.
I mean, there's a lot of emotion in the room.
No, I remember the last thing that went through Graham's mind when he hit that wall was a well, it was a hanging basket. But gosh, really gets you. Thank you, John. What a lovely treat.
Well, I just thought that you never had closure there, and now you have.
No, never.
I think the key information was that Graham's proud of you.
He is, yeah, and he likes to remember that his name's Graham.
I think that might be a bug.
Really, a bug in heaven. Yeah. Okay, well, comment.
West Virginia. So the people are saying Graham started Chinese, went Liverpudlian, then had a lisp, then a bit camp. Graham, it's Graham. I mean, you can't make. It's a computer, you know.
Yeah, you know. There's no manual.
He's asking me if Graham's gonads. Oh, that's just disgusting.
Well, they're on Graham somewhere, aren't they?
Yeah.
Blue leotard.
That's just like Graham always saying that he is Graham.
It's the sort of thing Graham would do.
You think you'd remember his little brother's name? I know. That's a computer, isn't it?
Yeah, well, yeah, that might have been a glitch in the Matrix. You know?
What a bag of shite this is. I mean, how cynical is that?
Can you be more specific, or is that just everything so far?
I wonder how much Graham is getting charged per minute for this call. Everyone is so cynical when they see love.
Yeah, you see something beautiful that just happens, and you just want to tear it down, man.
Katie gets it. See, God, this is amazing.
Yeah. Well, Katie does because she's out of her tits on drugs because of her wanked off chin.
Wanked off chin. Jason says, "Kids in tears watching this." Oh, I bet. I mean, let's be honest. This is the kind of world we live in, I'm afraid, where you bring a moment of beauty and it gets shot down.
Yeah. No.
It makes me sick. I
remember as a kid growing up with TSW, which was Television Southwest. We used to have which we've slightly talked about this before, John, but we had a very, very beloved rabbit called Gus Honeybun, who every day he would give you bunny hops or bunny winks for your birthday.
Yeah.
So you'd be like, Katie's 6 years old, and she'd like 6 bunny hops, and Gus Honeybun would hop, 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 and he'd wink, and the presenter, there was a lovely to and fro. This is way before you go to the Gophers and you're rolling around. Way before all of that, purely innocent and beautiful. And when TSW finally ceased transmitting, one of the very last things they did is they let Gus Honeybun go free. They put him back onto Dartmoor from where he came, and it was a beautiful, beautiful thing. And Gus hopped and met his wife and his little kiddies, and they were immediately gassed and stuffed. Which, you know,
that's horrible.
Such a shame. There's just no.
I mean, that's what just happened here with our lovely moment.
Yeah, gassed and stuffed.
Well, I'm really, I'm really low after all that. That's very
well. I don't know what you can do. I mean, we live in very strange times, and now they're even stranger.
They are. But at least you got closure.
Yeah. I got that.
Mm.
I'll meet you, Graham, in my dreams.
I look forward to it.
Oh, it's
Beautiful.
lovely. Keeps popping in.
Mm.
He's obviously on the
He's
same
obviously
planet.
realised that Greg's is closed.
Fucking no one there. Oh, don't worry, Graham. It's fine. You'll be fine.
Poor Graham.
Poor Graham. Any more comments before we move on?
Dwayne says Graham was our new gonadless god.
Go nab this god.
Joanna says Bunny wanks more like.
Hey, Joanna. No
No.
need. Gus Honeyman never did a bunny wank.
No. It all went
No.
surprise. What a bit of surprise with Graham earlier. I forgot Graham was the voice, wasn't he? Yeah.
Graham.
I think Graham's a really funny name. Sorry.
No, Graham definitely lends itself in comedy gravitas terms, isn't it? Normally a downtrodden, down at heel husband, Graham.
But anyway, your friend Graham, we shouldn't laugh about because that was
No, we shouldn't. No, we shouldn't. We shouldn't.
Cut down on his prime.
Yes. He was only 48 when that happened. So,
It's no age, is it?
it's no age at all.
No.
It's not even a number.
I love that when people die. He was 18. Oh, it's no age. No, it's
That's
literally his age.
No, it's no age, that.
We are at 10:15. We've got 2 big features to come. Should we do another one?
Well, yeah, I think we could.
What do you want to do? Do you want to do some psychic stuff?
I think we'll do some psychic stuff. I'm very much ready for that now. I think we're in the right place for it. Row VT.
Me too.
Oh, thanks, Graham. Oh yeah, I also forgot how quick that is. So, last week we came so close yet so far, didn't we? We both chose Stanley Kubrick.
Yeah. I was impressed.
Yeah, and you went for
if
the
I was a
monolith.
scientist, I'd say this is encouraging.
Yes. This is very encouraging statistics. Yeah. And you went for the monolith from 2001: Space Odyssey, and I went for The Shining, but replaced Jack with Charlie Brown. But that's by the by. Some people have said, "Oh, hang on, if you've both met up before to choose a director, there's only a select amount of films. Surely that's cheating." And I was like, well, yeah, but we didn't do that. We're trying to be as honest as we can. Yeah. So this time I've decided just clean slate. And I didn't say to John, prepare anything. I didn't give him any clues.
No.
I didn't say it's going to be film week or famous cartoon character, whatever. I just said, draw what you like with gay abandon. And I presume you did.
I did, yeah. I thought of the first thing that came into my head.
The first thing that came into the first thing that came into your head.
Yeah.
Well, that's exactly what I wanted you to do, because once you start second guessing, thinking, oh, maybe no, go with that gut feeling, because
you can overcomplicate these things, can't you?
Yes, and that gut feeling was actually the gut of your brain going with something. So you drew something, and I immediately, I think I told you to do it around 11 o'clock. I immediately started. I was in the middle of telling off the milkman about some racist joke he keeps posting through my letterbox, and I suddenly just stopped and I started remote drawing, like, and I just started remote drawing. So I presume that was you.
What time was that roughly?
About 11.
Yeah, that's when I was drawing mine. Yeah,
exactly. There you go. Wonderful. Well, I'm feeling very confident about this one.
Okay.
Very confident. So, John, what did you draw? Or should I say, what did we both draw?
What did we both draw?
Reveal away. It's going to be very obvious.
I did a butterfly because I thought, what's the most common thing in nature? A butterfly. It's pretty color. And I thought that would be something that would match up nicely with both of our thoughts. What have you drawn?
Well, it's not a butterfly.
Not a butterfly.
No, it's
What is it?
I mean, there's something flying.
Okay.
So
May I see it?
yes, if you want, it's He-Man and Orko, and they're engaged in S&M. I thought that's what you were thinking. I really thought that was what you were.
What's on Orko's head there?
That's a ball gag mouth.
Ball gag, right?
In his
Okay.
mouth, and He-Man's got him on a chain.
What's He-Man doing?
He's in his S&M gear, and he's sort of pulling Orko around on a chain via his mouth.
What's he doing with the other hand, though?
I presume he's going towards his rather well-endowed penis, straining at the leather pants that he's wearing.
So I've gone for a pretty butterfly,
Yeah.
and you've gone for He-Man doing S&M with Orko.
Yes. Maybe this was the chrysalis. Maybe this was the caterpillar stage.
Do you think that's likely?
No.
I mean, I'm disappointed, Paul, because last week we were on the same track, but we went in different directions.
Well, John, I'm going to say the same thing every week. If you're disappointed, then you need to turn that disappointment inwards, because I just pick up what I get from you. If you send me
no, I'm not. I don't believe that anymore. I think you've maybe got your own agenda.
Oh, really? Really? I do this out of pure innocence.
Really?
Yes.
Because I drew a nice butterfly.
Yeah, well, you weren't thinking about a nice butterfly. You were thinking about He-Man doing unquestionable things to poor old Orko, species unknown.
Can I see He-Man's face up close, please?
Yes.
I mean, he doesn't look well.
I think he's quite happy with his. He's obviously the Dom.
Why has he picked Orko?
Well, I don't know. I suppose he could have picked Skeletor, but they don't get on.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it?
Well, it's all about trust, isn't it? These sort of things. You trust Orko. Orko's got a safe word.
I suppose they do those PSAs at the end of every episode, so they do trust one another.
Yeah, you say at the end. Consensual S&M is a lot of fun between adults, but make sure you know your safe word. And Orko goes, I forgot. Oh.
He-Man does look a bit like Judy Finnegan. She's right.
What can I say?
I must say, I'm a bit sad that we've gone from the 5 to 10 minutes where we were remembering lovely Graham.
Yes.
To this.
Well, that's just sometimes the way the evening goes, isn't it? It's the ebb and flow, isn't it? You can't.
I'm quite sad.
Oh, Miss Jones.
It's like putting a Carry On film after Diana's funeral.
Or during.
It's like, and it seems to me you lived your life like Carry On girls.
Or they put the Carry On sound effects over the funeral. And she's being lowered into the coffin now. And they're throwing flowers all over the coffin.
Did you see the latest trailer for The Crown?
Yes.
So they got Gillian Anderson and Thatcher, fine.
Yeah.
But now Diana's in it. Diana is in The Crown.
Yeah, she's in it.
Now, I've not watched a moment of The Crown.
Right.
And I'm not going to watch any of this. But
right.
I want to know if they're going to have the man who went into the Queen's bedroom and sat on her bed.
Oh, Michael. What was he called? Michael someone?
Michael someone.
Yeah, he climbed in.
Tim. I'm going to look it up, but Tim will tell me.
Yeah, I'm sure it was.
Who was the man who sat on the Queen's bed? Because that is an important thing, and that should be in The Crown.
It might be. You never know.
I want it to be in there because there's two stories there. Did he just talk to her, or did he masturbate?
No. The opposite. She masturbated.
She masturbated. Here we go. It was Michael Fagan.
Yeah.
Now, is it true, everybody, that Michael Fagan sat on her bed, or is it true that he sat on her bed and touched his penis?
I think he just sat on the bed and the Queen chatted to him and he went, Fagin. I am Fagin.
I'm reviewing the situation.
I'm reviewing, and then he gets hoisted out by the guards.
Oh,
I'm reviewing the
Dwayne. He did not give the Queen a rimming, Dwayne.
Oh, Dwayne Hickman, pack it away at once.
Have some respect.
No.
Land of hope. No, I won't do that.
Yeah, he probably did something really undignified, like ask the Queen to lick her own stamps. She's like,
Come on, everybody, what actually happened in that room? And are we going to see it in the Crown? Does anyone think...
He sat down and chatted to her, and she chatted to him, and then he got grabbed.
So do we think this is good? Sorry, everyone.
Quick yawn.
Long day. Do we think, everybody, that this is going to be in the series of The Crown? Do we think?
Yeah, surely. It'll be one of those scenes where, and the Queen's all, oh, and then the next scene is, we need to review palace security.
Oh, apparently Fagin served the Queen lobster bisque.
No, he did not.
Maybe he asked her to pay her own bills. What?
Pay.
Pay, right. Okay. I think Katie's drunk on tablets.
Yeah, the
He
odor.
felched Prince Philip. Here we go. Look, Michael Fagin masturbated according to ex-SAS man Michael Bradley's. I knew I'd heard this story.
Right.
I knew I'd heard this story somewhere. Yeah. I mean, there's two stories there.
And you are trusting all of that information delivered by someone called the Lizard Monkey.
By ex-SAS man Alan Bradley's autobiography.
Yeah. All right.
So what do we think? Oh, we forgot to put this up at the top of the hour. Call now on 0898 calls cost 87 cents a second. Please ask permission to bill pay before you phone. Remember, don't phone in. It's just for fun. So what do we think? They chatted to Graham on the Ouija board. Oh, Graham was alive and well then, I'll have you know.
Yes, yeah.
And yes, this evening is brought to you by
Wine.
www.
Feeling blue. Wine.
www.wine.com for more information.
Do you feel that you're not understood at work? Wine.
The Crown has got Fagin in the Queen's bedroom this series.
How do people know this? Are they just deciding
in the
to say
papers?
It? Are they just deciding to say it?
I don't know.
Yes, there is a dragon in this series.
Well, I mean, it's important. I mean, presumably we're going to have Charles liking Diana, and then at some point looking at Camilla and going,
They say hello.
Going, "Ooh, Camilla."
What is he going to do? Are they going to do the bit where he's writing to her? I'd like to be your tampon.
Well, they do that.
Ugh.
And are they going to have...
Maybe that sequence is all animated and it's really unnecessary.
I want to know, because this series of The Crown is based in the early 80s, is Roland Rat going to be in it? Royal fans.
Getting beheaded.
Yeah, getting beheaded.
And
Kevin the Gerbil. Ha 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 ha. My mum's first husband was an SAS man and he was called Graham. There are definitely psychic powers at play here.
Wow.
Folks. Okay. Just picked up this article and one of the sentences, it was absolutely unheard of. And since it's become a great deal harder to penetrate, I don't know, that might be in context I don't understand. Let's be honest. Not much else happened to the Queen in the 80s.
Wow. No.
Is it possible that Graham faked his death and went into witness protection? Paul, is that possible?
More than possible.
Were you there when Graham died?
Yes. I was.
You saw him die?
I was sat on the quayside eating some chips.
Oh.
Yeah, and I screamed, Graham! Dropped my chips. Terrible. I wonder if
I'm proud of you.
Oh, you're still there. Graham's still there. Still there. Wow. Lovely.
Oh, yeah, this is a bigger point, actually. Is the Royal Knockout going to be in it?
Yeah, that has to be on there. Surely, that's very important. That has to be.
Are we going to have Prince Andrew marrying Sarah Ferguson, or do you think that's the next series? Because the next series, isn't it Imelda Staunton's going to be playing the Queen?
Oh, really? Oh, that figures. That figures a lot.
Oh, and Claire says, I've tagged you on Twitter. Oh, sorry. I've tagged you on Twitter of the photo of the guy that plays Fagin on the Crown. I'll have a look at that in a bit.
I wonder if they'll do the bit where it was a journalist, I can't remember if it was the Daily Mail or whatever, who got a job as a butler there or working as staff to reveal what life was really like at the palace. And it turns out it was unremittingly tawdry and dull. Like in the morning when the Queen has breakfast, it's just cornflakes in a Tupperware box just being poured. It's all just really like, oh.
So it's not like a puddle of a cup of semen and a fried swan.
No, there was no unicorn cum in the morning. And
Paul, talking of unicorn cum.
Oh yes, of course.
We're at 10:30 now, so we should probably have another round of
And appearing tonight on Derek Griffiths, Peggy Mount, Patrick Moore, Anna Dawson, Paul Daniels, Lorraine Chase, and here's your host on Terry Wogan.
Hey, avast thee, mine hearties. 'Tis old Tell once more back down from the old cloud open brackets, 9 closed brackets for a quick old game of the old super match. How hail thee, John? Hail and hearty.
I'm very well, Terry.
Sparkling repartee there. Now listen, old Tell can't hang around too long. As I said, Halloween dinner and dance is in preparation at the old W Manor. Oh yes, I'm hosting a gala event this evening, and I've got about 100 guests coming. There's going to be music, drinking, and a wassailing and a dancing at old Tell's house tonight. And I tell you what, I shouldn't be telling you this, but I got a letter this morning from old Frankie Howard, Titterhe not, I should say, asking why he hasn't been invited. Now, I'll tell you the truth, I haven't invited old Frankie Howard to the last Halloween gala, just because he gets a bit maudlin and he keeps eyeing up the butlers. But, there you go. He found out about it, and he's demanding that he wants to come. In fact, he clearly stated in the letter that he sent to me, I've got it here, he clearly stated that he and the fellow comedian Larry Grayson have been eyeing up my balls for years. So, never mind. We got there in the end, didn't we, John? Now,
I really liked that journey.
Lovely. It was a good old journey, wasn't it?
It was good, yeah.
Now, it's super match now. It's Halloween themed. Here we go. It's Blank Moon. Blank Moon. Now, before we play, I, of course, need to have a contestant. I've already screwed it up again, like an idiot. Whoever types in Wogan's Waxy Windows gets to play. Now, whilst the contestants are frantically stabbing away with their digits on the old keyboard of life, I'm going to be joined by someone who's going to help me. And I don't know if this is a typo. It's not John, it's Joan Hickson. Joan Hickson. Mrs. Marple herself.
Hello, Terry.
Oh, Joni. How are you, Joan?
I'm very well.
Lovely to see you, Joan.
I'm famous for playing Miss Marple.
That's right.
I deduce that you are Terry Wogan and very nice.
Sharp as a pin, oh, Joni Hickson. I used to love... Do you know what? I saw you a couple of weeks ago wandering around the old Cloud9, and you're even singing the old theme tune there to Miss Marple, weren't you? Lord, da, 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 da. And then I nipped in behind you and went, oh, together with the floral dance. And you looked at me with a lot of chagrin.
Well, you gave me a heart attack, but because we're in heaven, I didn't die.
No, that's right. You just went through all the agony of the heart attack,
yes,
but you didn't actually get to die.
Yes.
It's lovely in heaven, isn't it? Well, we have a contestant, and it's Andrew Spittles, as I live and breathe. He's about to play Super Match. Now, Joan, put on the old Miss Marple thinking cap now. You're bound to come up with a great answer, playing the world's greatest detective. It's Blank Moon. Blank Moon, Joan. What say thee?
Well, Terry, when I have a cup of tea, I like it to be full. So I'm going to go with full moon.
Full moon. Wonderful answer there. And I'm going to go with that lovely old song, Blue Moon. That's right. So
I like that song.
Joan likes the song. Tell likes the song. Andrew, do you like the song? Now listen, you can go with Joan's full or you can go with Tells Blue, or you can come up with an answer of your own. Type away, Andrew, and you never know, you might win the 150 blank prize.
Well, Terry, I'll tell you an anecdote while we're waiting.
I'd love to hear an anecdote from Oat Joan.
Well, when I was making the series I was in,
Miss Marple, yes.
I lost my costume.
Oh, dear.
And everyone thought it was because I was old.
Right.
And then I found it. And then I said to everybody, it looks like I've lost my marbles.
Ah, wonderful stuff there, Joan. A little joke
Yes.
about losing one's marbles.
Yes.
Yes. So did you have to do any of the scenes nude?
All of them.
All of them. Right here.
They put clothes on me afterwards.
Afterwards there. That's right. I seem to remember they got carried away and they even put clothes on your name in the end credits.
That's right. I was Joe Hero.
That's right. They put a Mexican hat on the
Yeah.
on all your vowels, if you pardon the expression.
Yes.
Oh well. Now Andrew has gone for Tutankhamun with rather risible spelling, but we'll let that one slide. Well, let's find out, Andrew. Let's see how you've done. For 50 blanks, the third most popular answer was, of course, yes, Olympic moon. When you're playing the Olympics and you look up in the sky and the moon's there, I presume. Never mind, Andrew. Maybe you'll be lucky with the 100 blank. Let's find out. For 100 blanks, the second most popular answer was, of course, Randy Moon. Oh, the old moon's out tonight, and old Tell's feeling randy.
I don't know anything about that.
No. Do you feel randy on a full moon, Joan?
No.
No, not at all. Have you ever felt randy once in your life?
No.
Rightio. So, for 150 blanks, the most popular answer, please let it be Tutankhamun. No, what a shame, Andrew. Nowhere near the mark. The most popular answer, of course, was Diabetic Moon. Diabetic Moon there.
Very famous.
What is, Joan?
Diabetic Moon.
Well, all right, then say Diabetic Moon in a sentence that makes sense.
That moon is a diabetic moon.
Right. Well, you can't argue with super sleuth logic like that, can you?
No.
Joan, are you coming to the Halloween party later? I didn't send you a formal invite, but tell you what, you take your clothes off again, you can come in the back door and frolic.
Is it at Terry Waite's house?
No, Terry Wogan's house. Terry Waite's in the basement against the radiator, as he likes to be.
I'll be there.
Lovely, Joni. Well, I'll see you very soon, and I'll see all of you on planet Earth very soon. But until that time, old Tell's got to get up to that party. I'll see you soon, and from me, it's Avanti!
And appearing tonight on Derek Griffiths, Peggy Mount, Patrick Moore, Anna Dawson, Paul Daniels, Lorraine Chase, and here's your host on Terry Wogan.
Patrick Moore in that sting is just literally looking like up left. Like.
I need you to fill for about 5 seconds.
Okay.
Phil, now.
Go. What? What do you want? How are we all, everyone? Are we all okay? Yeah. Everyone's in different tiers. I have a feeling that we'll all be in tier 3 in about 10 days. I saw the news today and they were like, more people have got it than there are actually people. So I believe they'll try and make us maybe stay indoors for all of November, maybe, and then think that we'll all come out smiling in December, wanking into John Lewis shops and buying shite that we don't need and running to our parents' homes for Christmas. I need contact with someone. Oh, I've been here for 10 minutes. I'm bored. So I reckon that's what's going to happen. John's back. Oh.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Opening up the temporary contact lens solution there. Nice.
I was just going to the kitchen to grab a can of beer.
Oh, blanks.
Are
Well, that's good because look, I'm out now.
you going to nip out?
Yeah, I'm going to nip out. You need to fill in now.
Avanti!
Oh,
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. It's me again. I'll answer some of your questions while Paul's gone to refill his glass. Paul, here we go. Telford is tier 2 from midnight. Interesting. Talk about the moustache. That's a question for Paul. I can't answer that. More beer to go with the wine. Yeah, I drank my bottle of wine, so I mean this show is going to kill me in the end, amongst other things. Mad Balls or Garbage Pail Kids? Don't know what Mad Balls is, but I was an avid collector of Garbage Pail Kids as a child, as I think everyone was. Who's next on Smirsh? I haven't decided yet. I've got a few in the bin. I think it might be somebody who makes comedy songs on Twitter. That's all I'll say. Why is Derek Griffith so cool? He's always been cool, and I've always thought that ever since I was a tiny child. He's great, and hooray. Graham, John, are you whoever you are, well done. Bristol is tier made up 1+. Oh yes, of course. Bristol has now acquired 1+, whatever the fuck that is. Is like you have to pay £6 a month or something. Any other Jaws backstories? Now that was a great theory the other night. I enjoyed that. How do you mix your drinks? I think you're ahead of me there, Katie. Why didn't you pick me on Blankety Blank anymore? You're not first. That's why. I picked the first one. The Whispit theme song was based on a Lead Belly song. I'll take your word for that. How do you mix your drinks? I'd be sick. I have 1 can of beer before I start. I have a bottle of wine, and then I have 1 can afterwards. Last week, I had more beer than wine. I was very ill on the Saturday. Not sick ill, but I felt drunk all day. License to Kill was great, even without the Felix impressions this time. Yeah, I tried to stay away from the Felix impressions because I did that in the Chris Hewitt episode, so there was no point. He's back!
hello.
Hello.
So I was making a G&T.
As is your right.
Yes, it is my right.
Excellent Smash Pod this week. Thank you. I might give it a rest for a couple of weeks just because it takes up my whole weekend editing. And I've got me and Paul and I are tomorrow wheezing and groaning.
We are, and we're also doing a new podcast of our own, aren't we? Which we're currently.
Oh yeah, we need to talk about that.
Yeah,
we've recorded quite a lot of that, and we'll finish it off this week, and then it'll be out. And
yes,
I'm really excited about it.
Episode 1 of Total Joy, where John and I talk about the things that have brought us joy at some point in our lives, or still could be a moment in time, could be a TV show, a book, a film, a song, or whatever.
I won't say much more, but we've also done some other bits to fill it in.
Going to be some other stuff. So there's going to be some little comedy sketches and bits and bobs. There's also going to be a serial that involves a certain. We can give the name, but nothing else.
Go on.
Well, it's a certain serial about possibly the best made up name ever on JP Special, which is Beep Halfords.
The Adventures of Beep Halfords will be in the Total Joy podcast, which you can only get.
Beep Halfords has got his own like boys' own adventure series, and it's rather
like a Flash Gordon Saturday serial.
Yeah, there's that, and there's lots of other bits and bobs as well as. So yeah, that's coming to all the Patreon people, and so if you want to hear that, then please join in.
Yeah, go to @TotalJoyPod on Twitter and follow the links there, and you can join in. It's Patreon only because it's something that Paul and I are doing for money, but we are putting a lot of effort into it to be fun. So I think you will all enjoy it.
Yes, you will.
And we've done all the little skitty bits the last week, and I edited them very quickly because I thought they were great, and we both like them.
Yeah, they're brilliant. So that's going to be good, and we'll try and do them as much as we can. There's already 5 episodes of Beep Halfords written, so that's good.
Yeah.
Lots of other things. So it's really good. So we're very happy about that, but it does mean it's another podcast that John has to do throughout the week.
It's my 6th one, yes.
It's your 6th podcast.
Mm-hmm. But they're all fun, and I'm a whore. I don't care. I like to have things out there. But the thing Paul and I are doing is lots of fun.
In 2 weeks' time, when everything's locked down again, you'll have plenty of time. So,
Yes, exactly. Yeah. But no, I'm really excited about it because it's us talking shit and also us pissing about and writing stuff, which I really enjoy doing with Paul. I really want an extended Beat Halford's universe. You're going to get one.
yeah,
You're going to
you'll
get one.
definitely get one.
There is story there that Paul has written himself. His Fair Hands that you'll enjoy. I think it's great. I play a very small part in it, but it's fun.
But vital.
Vital.
There you go.
There's going to be some characters in this podcast we're doing.
Yes.
But when it's all finished, I'll put it up and then you can all listen to it. And if you haven't signed up, please do.
Yeah, it'd be great.
But
that would be very nice.
Yeah.
And you're still doing all your other ones. You're doing your horror one. You're doing your mystery one. You're doing your.
I haven't done the mystery one for a while, but I need to do that again soon. Yeah.
So there's a new series of that coming up.
And then tomorrow we're Wheezing and Groaning. We're doing 3 episodes.
Yeah,
in one morning, which we think is the secret ingredient because when you do 3, they're all good, but by episode 2 or 3, you're really on fire. So that's good.
We're on a good roll. This is the first time that we've ever themed it. So
they're all themed around Daleks.
Yeah, they're all Dalek episodes, which is lovely. From 1973, 1980, and 1985.
89.
89, 5. Oh, really? Was it 89? Shit.
Oh, Simon mentioned this earlier. Can we have the old JP special theme music back? Well, they're like da 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 da. That one, yeah, we can do. But part of me was thinking that I really like the Cheers theme song because it's one of the best sitcom theme songs ever. And then I just kept thinking that JP special was a bit like we were all in the pub.
Do you think that the Cheers theme song is better than Are You Being Served?
No.
No, come on.
No, but what the Cheers theme song does is to say to everybody where everybody knows your name.
Yeah, no, it's lovely.
It's like we're all cornered. We're all in a nice pub corner and we're having a laugh.
Yeah, but
no, I mean, I'm a creature of not habit, but I'm a creature of can get bored quite quickly. And the only reason I haven't changed the theme tune for 3 weeks, you may notice that the end message hasn't changed in about 6 weeks. And they used to change it every week.
That's because you're busy doing 6 podcasts.
I haven't had time, but I could easily put it back to the old one if that's what everyone wants. That's fine.
No, brand new one, John. More work for you. Oh, no.
I can do a new one. It's not a problem.
Yeah. Do like, I don't know, like Crocodile Dundee themed. I don't know what.
Crocodile Dundee has quietly got a great soundtrack.
That sort of thing.
See, Martin says Cheers is great. Andrew says Cheers theme rocks.
Oh, Cheers seems brilliant.
Fred wanked and then killed. I don't know.
Well, that stands out a bit during all the other comments, doesn't it?
Love the Smash Tuesday with Dan and Dean. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we did Omen 3, which was a lot more fun than I thought it was going to be because it's a dreadful film.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a dreadful film.
John's curtain. Don't start this shit again. My curtain did not move because poor Paul believed you.
I did. I was quite afeared for John. And then someone obviously put some industrial light and magic in and had a picture of some.
Someone photoshopped a face and poor old Paul, because we love Paul, but bless him. As I found out this week, Paul and technology are like oil and water.
Yeah, we are not compatible. I am a Luddite of the highest order.
The best thing that happened this week is that Paul made loads of videos of stuff, something. Emailed them to me. They didn't work. Then he sent me the audio copy, and then later that day, the video copies turned up, and he had no idea how they got to me.
No, well, because you check your mailbox sent, and it's still in draft. So I sent it to you via email, then I sent it to you via WhatsApp, then I sent it to you audio via something else, and I tried to Dropbox it, then I tried to put it into a zip compressed folder, and it just said failed to send. And then obviously clearly it did, but it took 24 hours to get.
It's one of those weird things. Last minute request here. Please let me have Paul do a Kenny Everett boobs.
Oh, of course. Boobs! Hello.
What's best about that is that you look up and down at the end.
We have to.
Yeah.
Hello. Catholic Ken here. Boobs.
Is it possible for you to do a pod for a living? Yes, it is, but it would mean like 1,000 people signing up to my Patreon.
Yeah. If lots of people like paid us £10 every month, then I could make like a semi. Yeah, God, I'd do it every fucking day for you.
If say for instance, right at the moment on Paul and I's show, I've set up a Patreon. And I think it's like 10 or 11 patrons. If we had, for instance, 100 of you a month, no, 200 of you a month, then we could possibly just do that full time.
Yeah, and
Maybe.
I could buy big gold hat.
Andrew Spittle says, Litchfield, you are a bloody star.
Bless you, Andrew.
Yeah, he is. He
Well,
is.
aren't we all really stars in our own way?
I think we are.
Yeah.
Well, in the fact that one day we will die.
Yeah, but we'll all become starlight or something. Fucking.
One day we'll die, but we'll leave behind a legacy. Isn't that right?
A legacy that is.
Yes, that's right.
Oh, Graham's still with us. That's lovely.
Paul, I want to say I'm proud of you.
Oh, thank you, Graham.
And I miss you.
Graham.
It's Graham. That's beautiful.
Yes, it's Graham, yeah. Hang on, he cut away there, and I almost saw you, John, going AM.
No.
It's not you, is it?
No, I was mouthing along because I was emotional.
Here's TARDIS's tail.
TARDIS!
Come and say hello, you miserable.
Can you show me TARDIS's head?
I can, but he doesn't like being picked up.
But I've only ever seen his tail, ever.
Sushi likes being picked up. So he doesn't like being picked up.
He's gone. He's gone.
He don't like it.
Oh, well.
Whereas Sushi loves it.
Claire's off to have a bus home. Night, Claire.
Oh.
I hope they get on the bus when you're absolutely covered in the ism.
I've managed to sweep away most of the jism, Mr. McAllister.
I'm sorry, you can't get on this bus covered in spunk.
I'm afraid you can't get on the number 22 to Strathclyde because you smell like undead babies. I'm really sorry. Really sorry.
You know what? We're going to have to say at some point, and I mean this.
Mouth spits it out, brain isn't thinking.
I mean this from a point of sanity, perhaps, that if lockdown does carry on, I don't think we can do this every Friday night forever, can we?
Not forever, no.
I think there's going to have to be a point where maybe we take like 2 weeks off or something.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, that's but we'll deal with that when we deal with it. TARDIS, you can do it though, can't you?
I want TARDIS and Sushi to do the show next week.
Well, I'll ask, but you know, very doubtful.
But for now, you're stuck with us.
Aye, I'm afraid so.
I'm afraid you're stuck with us. We're just on our own. Not on your own.
Oh, thanks, Graham. Good old Graham.
He keeps interrupting, and I don't like it.
Do you not like it when Graham interrupts?
No, it annoys me. I mean, he's had his bit.
Yeah, he's still trying to steal the limelight, isn't he?
It pisses. To be honest, I know he was a good friend of yours, but he really pisses me off. What is that?
It's TARDIS's tail. TARDIS, don't stand on He-Man
So
and
who
Orko.
did you get first, TARDIS or Sushi?
TARDIS is about 10 years old now. Sushi's about 3.
Oh, there's a big difference there. Do they get on?
They do, but they occasionally get a bit rambunctious with each other. It's
They famously broke a clock once, didn't they?
They did, yes.
I don't. That never went out of the podcast, but they famously broke a clock.
Famously,
fact fans. Our Wikipedia page will now be. Hey, who's going to make a Wikipedia page for Wheezing, Groaning, and Smirshpod? Who's going to do it?
Who's going to?
I can't do it, but there must be someone out there.
Tim Coleman could do it. Like,
can someone please make a Wikipedia page so I can? Pardon me. So I can lock on. Fucking hell. So again. So I can log on to Wikipedia and see Smirshpod and Wheezing Groaning with their own Wikipedia pages.
Yeah, because you can put anything you want on it, so that's perfect.
One of you out there is, oh, Tim, you are a performing monkey. You're our lovely
Tim will do
monkey.
it.
One of you out there is proficiently good enough in the web economics
On the OW web worldwide.
to make a Wikipedia page, because I
Worldwide
can't do
Web.
it.
No.
I can't do it because I simply can't. It's not that I'm like, oh, I couldn't do that. I would if I could, but I can't.
Yeah. And I haven't even really worked out socks yet. So
Yeah, Andrew, fucking get on it, Coleman. You
Yeah,
are a
come
performing
on.
monkey. Fucking hell.
don't be a Tory.
It's you or Hickman. Hickman will do it. One of you will do it. I want to see a Wikipedia page this time next week. And I want an offshoot to the JP special as well. You have to convince Wikipedia people it's of note. Smash Pod's of note. There's all sorts of podcasts that have got a Wikipedia page that are shit.
Oh, name names.
No.
My Left Foot, the podcast.
Yeah, My Left Foot, the podcast, which is terrible because you can't hear a word he's saying.
Yeah. That's been going for 5 years where they discuss the same film every time.
Where they get their dad to show his foot over and over again, you mean? I'm such a bitch. Yeah, anyway, I'm not going to do it. So one of you can do it. And that's not me. I'm not sending out orders. I'm not Jeremy Corbyn. I'm just saying, if anyone wants to do it, fair enough. I will do it if John does his impersonation of Johnny Rotten. Okay. Nothing, a rude word.
Carry on.
Not a classic, is it? You're better at it. Just
Nothing,
be honest.
rude word, carry
Out
on.
of Paul and I, Paul's the impressionist. I wonder what the fuck what I do. I would say I'm like a host.
You are the wind beneath my wings.
My wings. I don't know what I do. Did you ever know that you're my hero?
Oh, Graham.
You're everything I would like to be.
Graham, you look like an extra in Tron.
'Cause you can fly higher than an eagle.
Oh, Christ. Graham.
And you are the wind beneath my... I don't know what happened to him. He went.
Oh, he went there, didn't he?
He went. Yeah, he must have logged off.
Poor old Graham.
Poor old Graham.
Who died many years
20
ago.
years ago. Yeah.
20 years ago today. Well, today was Nobby Styles, isn't it, who died?
Not the who I always remember was the... was it a Volkswagen advert where someone said Nobby Styles?
Nobby Styles.
Oh.
I mean, just you always remember because he's called Nobby, which is just hilarious.
Have you watched the new episode of Mandalorian? Not yet. I'm going to watch it tomorrow night or Sunday morning or whatever.
I was going to say, John, you won't be watching it tomorrow, will you?
I have no time. Like today,
Homework.
last night I had to watch a whole Doctor Who story, which was terrible. And today I've been at work all day, and then I've got home, had family stuff, and then
This.
I had to prep for this, which I did at the last minute, as you can tell by the "What's my line" bit. And then tomorrow I've got to watch a whole story of Doctor Who, record Doctor Who with you and Tom.
Yeah.
And then in the evening I've got to watch a horror film for Sunday's record for The Killing.
What's the horror film?
The Greasy Strangler.
Oh my God, that's genuinely not a pleasant watch.
Yeah, I've not seen it. So I'm looking
Not
forward to
because it's particularly horrible, just because the whole thing is so unpleasant.
Yeah, and then Monday, me and you are catching up.
Yeah. The Greasy Strangler looks like something that Tim and Eric would have done.
Yeah, it looks like that.
Yeah, it's genuinely like, oh, what is this? This is horrible. It's also very, very, very funny, but it's really bleak and upsetting.
And then Tuesday I'm with Dan and Dean, and then Wednesday I'll be my first night off.
God.
Yeah.
It's like you're working in the podcast mines.
It does feel like it sometimes.
God,
But we're running out of time gradually. Everybody's talking about Ghostwatch. I just want to say for the record, I watched Ghostwatch when it went out, and I still think it's the greatest piece of telly that I've ever seen in my lifetime.
It's good, wasn't it?
It'll never be surpassed.
Especially right at the end when Parky was like, Horrible.
Particularly when Inside Number 9 tried last year, but they weren't allowed to put it out on Halloween because of The Apprentice.
Oh, is that the Krampus one?
No, it was the one where it was just like Ghostwatch, where they're in a TV studio, but everything went mental. But BBC put it out on like October the 29th.
Yeah.
Because The Apprentice was on Halloween. But we are over time. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you for putting up with my new segment, which clearly didn't work. So next week, we'll be back with Who the Fuck Is That?
This gets added to the art portfolio, which is now bulging with goodies that we at some point must auction off.
Let's be honest. No one's going to bid for my stuff, but bid for Paul's stuff because it will all go to a good cause.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching. We love you so much for watching. And we will see you next week with more stuff. It just remains for me to say thank you, Paul. Can you say thank you?
Thank you very much, Paul. Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you
for watching.
Thank you, Graham. You have been watching.
Yeah. And we'll see you next week. Same time, same mark time, same mark channel. Happy Halloween. Not that it's a British thing, but happy Halloween. And Merry Christmas.